ever feel like you're just drowning in a sea of patterns? I kind of do. I have hundreds of patterns from years of sewing. From the time that I was a teenager, I began to keep them. And I have some really, really old patterns that I don't really want to get rid of because I may be able to use it someday. Perhaps I will sell a few vintage patterns off because I've noticed a lot of people looking for them lately, and let's face it, I'm not a size 12 anymore. But anyway, I would like to show you how I am organizing my pattern stash. It's going to take me probably the better part of a year to get through all of these, but I think I found a way that will make it much, much easier to know what I have. My goals were that I know what I have and that I'm able to pull up the yardage I need, the notions I need, and all that kind of thing while I'm shopping. So I found an app that can accomplish that for me, and I'm going to share that with you. Also of interest, I will put a link down below to a blog article that I wrote for best sewing apps, and that this pattern is included in there. And I also believe that this pattern is available on iPhone and Android. I don't have any experience in working with the Android version. I use the iPhone version, but I think it's available no matter what platform you have. Another really nice thing is that it syncs via iCloud, so it doesn't matter if I'm using my iPad or my iPhone, all the information's in there. So with that, I am going to switch to a screen record so that you can see. I have this little stack of patterns that I'm going to categorize so that you can see how it works. Thank you, and I hope you have a great day. As you're watching this, I am down in hopefully sunny San Antonio, Texas, visiting my brother and his family. So I will be back next week with the list of 50 skills that I promised you, and we will begin going through those skills, and by the time this year is over, you all will know how to sew. All right, thank you so much. Have a great day, and I wish you the best in all your sewing endeavors. May God bless you. Bye. Okay, so I'd like to just go ahead and show you this app. I'm going to go over to the App Store, and I have searched, you can see up in the search bar, I have searched for sewing patterns. And you can see there are two entries there. So what you want to do is you want to use the full version. I think it's less than $5. The Sewing Patterns Lite only allows you, I think, 10 patterns, so you wouldn't get very far in categorizing your list. So you want to go ahead and download that and install it, and I'm going to go ahead and open it. I'm going to show you a couple things on settings here. You want to choose picture quality and your units of measure and all that good stuff. All right. So I have already entered quite a few categories here. And I kind of enter them as I need to, and then add them to the pattern that I just put in there. So since we're working on simplicity, I'm going to go ahead and bring up that category, and then I'm going to click on Add Pattern. I'm going to use the camera. Now if I were entering a PDF pattern, I could choose Photo Library and put screenshots of the instructions and that kind of thing. But what I do to enter the commercial patterns, I'm going to use the camera. And this is a baby pattern, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to lighten this up so we lighten it up so we can see it better. Take a photo, and then I'm going to use that photo. going to take another photo of the back of the envelope, which has all the information that we need. And then you have all that information at your fingertips. Use photo again. All right, now I'm going to enter the information about the pattern. This one happens to be 2388. And I always put the pattern company again, which is maybe a little redundant since it's also the category, but and then I put where I am storing that particular collection, and this one is going to be in the file cabinet. And click done. You can put the skill level if you want to. I personally don't do that only because it's already, I don't know, I just didn't really put that on there, but you're more than welcome to do that. Also, you're going to add the size. This one is extra, extra small to large. And this is an infant pattern. And then you can rate it if you've used it before. I don't put the notions because I have all that I need on the screenshot. And then you're going to, I will use this notes category there for, however, if I've made it for a particular child, one of my grandchildren or whatever, I'll put down, made for Ada's birthday or whatever, just so that I have a reference of what was that pattern that I made, and then it helps me find things later on. Okay, so then I'm going to click on the categories there, and simplicity is automatically checked because we're adding it into that category. But I'm going to go to kids, which is a category that I have set up, and I'm going to choose accessories because there are bibs and a boppy pillow and all kinds of stuff, and there are hats and bibs, but it also has pants, rompers, and a dress. So I'm going to go ahead and choose those categories, and when I've done all the possible ones that I can do, then I click done. Now you'll start out with a handful of categories when you open the app for the first time, but you'll end up creating your own as you need them. So then you can see the pattern is entered. Here it is, 2388. And as you can see, I can pull this full version up and even zoom or whatever I need to do. And same with the information on the pattern envelope. So I have that information at my fingertips at all times. All right. Now I believe I have one more to put in here. So I have one more. I'm going to use the camera. I'm going to take a screenshot. Use that photo. Use the camera again. And I'm going to lighten it up just a bit. It's kind of dark today because it's raining outside. Take a screenshot, use that photo. And then I have the pattern envelope in there. And this is Simplicity 2459. Now, I'm well aware that there are multiple numbers. I have a lot of vintage patterns, and there are multiple numbers. However, they space them enough that I think, you know, if you're looking for a woman's dress and you go in at 2459 is a infant pattern, I think it's pretty clear what you're looking for. So I don't think it's a problem. I'm going to go ahead and click Simplicity. And it's going in the file cabinet. Now I'm going to show you something that I did. I actually, as I'm entering a bunch of them that are in the same source, Simplicity Patterns, I will do it the first time and then I'll copy it. And then all I have to do is paste it as I go. And the sizes on this one are extra, extra small to large. And it's an infant pattern. Oops. And don't really have any notes on this one. Categories. Simplicity is already automatically checked. So this is a dress and a romper. And it has, yeah, it has a short romper and a long romper. So we'll just say a dress and a romper. And that's it. You can add fabrics as well if you want to. You could click that and you could take photos of fabrics that are in your stash and then save them to your to kind of help you organize your stash as well. I'm using something else for that, but it is available if you want to do that. And then I'm just going to click Done. And then that pattern should be right here. And there it is, the pattern envelope. And you can see how much you need. I don't know why I circled all those things, but go through ways of making things stand out to yourself over the years. All right. Just another thing I am doing, another idea for a category I wanted to give you is that I am, well, let me go to that category. I added a category called Vintage. And as I go along, the patterns that I've had from years ago, I am adding in. This one happens to be from 1975. And that was a pattern that I made for my babies, but my first baby wasn't until 1982, so I believe this one was handed down to me from someone else. I don't remember though. So basically that's how I organize my patterns. Perhaps you have ways that you like to organize yours. We're all in this to help each other. So if you have some tips yourself, please share them below. And I hope you have a wonderful day.